All right, hey guys, this is Robert G here in my gazebo. Here recently and been working on how the mind actually works. And one of the most important things when we talk about physical health and how the mind actually creates illness, and also understanding how you can actually create your own life in a better way by merely changing your internal processing of your life in your world. One of the things I started noticing when I work with people such as, so say for example, I use Heather McKean or anyone else, the illness, and of course the illness is real to them, but how the illness is how I see pain in the body, and illnesses is pain in your body is your emotions or unresolved experiences crying through your body. And of course, if you mechanics of the mind, and you can do it right now. Think of something positive, and as you think of something, actually feel it in your body. This is the mental mechanics. So if you think of something negative, you also feel it in your body. But this is how the brain, the unconscious part, the limbic system, the amygdala, and the whole hippocampus, all this stuff was working together, and it's going to zap you with sensations in your body. And of course, logically, I have people come and they say, I've got this pain, I feel miserable, my life sucks, I feel like I'm going to die, I want to kill myself. And yet, their body is crying. Their body is crying because of what they personally experienced in their life. And so when we start looking inside their own head, we come to find out, the client I was working with just a few weeks ago, here it is, it's snowing. All of a sudden she feels very sick. She got physical ailments where in her body where she can't move, and she feels like a rabid trapped animal, and it feels really horrible. And so start doing the art of change and come to find out that her brain had captured an experience whenever it was like 10 years ago. And 10 years ago she was in a relationship and her partner was very extremely abusive. Trauma, she felt so trapped, she felt so horrible. And the weird thing is, it was snowing, very cold, snowing, and she felt trapped in her. Now here's the weird part: is the amygdala takes this information and they'll go snowing, and the feeling of trapped, and all of a sudden 10 years later, boom, all of a sudden she feels panic. She don't even logically know why. There's like, what's going wrong with me? I'm going crazy. But yet the whole system is designed to protect you. And when you understand that the brain is a healing system, but it's also it waves a red flag. The red flag is the pain in your body telling you unconsciously you need to go and address. It's no mystery. I mean, science has already proved this. Research has proved it. So doctors' visits are stress and emotional complaints. You think of something positive. If you feel positive in your body, emotional issues, you're unconscious, your amygdala, all the entire limbic system has it sitting right back there waiting on you. All of a sudden, the right combination, boom, you're sick. Change your internal references. And of course, the system in which I teach, which is eutaptics, FasterEFT, has a complete, thorough understanding of how the mental mechanics, it means you and I, or you, can go and rewrite your own brain, rewrite the memories. And here's the bizarre thing about the brain. How many of you actually been talking to your friend and you're talking on the phone? As you're talking on the phone, your friend says, oh, I really got a cold, and you can hear the voice, and all of a sudden when you get on, you start to feel like you're sick too. And yet you don't even meet with them because the hypnosis, the hypnosis of the brain, which is the amygdala, pulls it all in and zaps you, and all of a sudden you start to feel weird. You're like, what's wrong with me? Why am I getting sick? Why is this happening to me? It's because of your brain. Of course, I have seminars coming up. We got a seminar lined up for Australia, Heal Your Body, and it's basically like I just did in Las Vegas. We had people who were severely sick. Michelle, she was severely sick. She thought she should bring her oxygen bottle. She had chronic fatigue. She had chemical sensitivity. It was really big. After day one, it was disappearing. She was outrunning her husband, who's 6'4", and she's only like 5'7", because it's the brain that does it. And when you figure out the mental mechanics of how your mind works, you can change you. And you know, I've got tons of videos here on YouTube that prove that. So I have one coming in Australia, Brisbane. Also, I'm going to do another one in Vegas in September of this year. Heal your sexual self, because one of the things I discovered while working with people who are physically ill, they usually have had some major emotional trauma. It could be a little trauma, and sometimes it's trauma, sexual trauma, physical trauma in the background that they never addressed it. And since the brain holds it back here, you're going through life and all of a sudden it's screaming through your body and it's trying to keep you safe. And then you're hopping around on one leg because one leg isn't working because you're so scared, and your brain says, hey, I'm going to keep you back because it's going to happen to you again. This is the amazing part about your unconscious. So that's what we do. We understand how the brain works, and we go on and we rewrite the story. You can change your life. You can change your world once you understand mental mechanics, how to rewrite your neurology. There is the plasticity of the mind, which the mind is always changing and moving, and it either move to health or move to death. And so I don't know about you. I don't want death. I want to have fun. I'm ready to enjoy my life and do fun things. And today in Oklahoma is amazing weather, like 64, 70 degrees. And it was just so nice. And I like to be out there enjoying that, not laying in bed being sick. So I'll put some links down here below. Come see us. And if you can't come to see a live seminar, we do have You Can Change Yourself online training course. Come to Australia. I got a seminar coming also in May in Greece. It will change your life. I don't know about you. I want to live the rest of my life alive and not be sitting around waiting for death. And so anyway, I hope this makes sense. It is so amazing to be able to give a seminar, and the first day you see these people that don't look so happy, they don't look too good, because they come and they want some way to change themselves. You know, they get sessions from my practitioners, we tap on stuff, we walk them through the mental mechanics of how their mind is so powerful,